In the Arabic language, you will find that most nouns begin with the same two letters, alif and lam. On paper, this al prefix looks identical every time it appears, but when you speak it aloud, the pronunciation follows a logic that isn't immediately visible. Take the word for moon, al-Qamaru. You hear the al clearly, but if we switch to the word for sun, Ash-Shamsu, that same L becomes entirely silent. When that L vanishes, the next letter takes on its weight. We mark this with a small symbol called a shadda, which creates a doubled, stressed sound on the following letter. This shift changes the rhythm of every sentence. To read Arabic fluently, we have to recognize which letters cause the L to vanish and which allow it to stay. Grammarians organize the 28 letters of the alphabet into two distinct groups, each named after the celestial bodies that demonstrate these rules. Letters in the solar family demand silence from the L and require a shadda on the next letter. Letters in the lunar family are more straightforward. The L is pronounced as a distinct, clear sound before the word begins. The challenge is that there are 14 letters in each group, and memorizing two long lists of characters is notoriously difficult for a new reader. Without a system to sort them, the alphabet feels like a disorganized scramble. To navigate this, we use two specific phrases that act as anchors for the memory, helping us assign every letter to its proper realm. We will start in the silver-lit moon realm, where the letters are easiest to identify. The sentence, Ibki hajaka wa khaf akimahu, contains every single lunar letter in the alphabet. If you see a letter from this specific sentence following the al prefix, you know the pronunciation immediately. For example, ba is in our sentence, so we say al-babu. Jim is also there, giving us al-jamalu. In both cases, the L remains audible. This single phrase accounts for exactly half of the alphabet, providing a reliable way to ensure the L is always pronounced correctly. Identifying the solar letters requires a slightly different approach as we move into the high-energy sun realm. This golden scroll contains a short two-line poem. Unlike the lunar sentence, the rule here is specific to the start of each word. To find the solar letters, we look only at the very first letter of every word in these two lines. As the other letters fade, we are left with 14 characters, including ta, tha, and sad. These 14 letters are the ones that force the L into silence. When they follow the al prefix, the shadda appears and the sound of the letter is doubled. Between the lunar sentence and the solar poem, we now have a complete map for every letter in the language. We can now test this map by sorting words into a sun box or a moon box based on these rules. Our first word is at-tufahu, the apple. We check ta against our references. Ta starts the first word in our solar poem, so we slide it into the sun box, silencing the L and adding the stressed shadda. For al-kitabu, we find kaf in our lunar phrase, so it goes to the moon. For as-samahu, the fish, the letter sin starts a word in the solar poem, signaling the sun box. This system replaces the need for memorizing lists with a mechanical process that works for every noun in the language. All 28 letters are now organized into their respective groups. The solar letters remain by the sun, where they hide the L and require a shadda to double their sound. The lunar letters remain with the moon, where the L is always voiced with clarity. With these categories established, the pronunciation of the L prefix is now consistent and predictable. Returning to the classroom, we can see how these two groups bring balance to the way we read. The key to mastering this isn't found in a textbook. It is found in the rhythm of the two phrases we've learned today. Every time you encounter a new word in Arabic, run the first letter through these sentences to determine its group. Understanding the mechanics of the solar and lunar families gives you the tools to read Arabic with the same confidence as a native speaker. Excellent work!